This meeting is being recorded.
Well, you heard her. And obviously, we are here together again. Hey, everybody, it's Mrs. Empowerment Coach. Peace, peace, kings and queens, awesome energies. Hey, you know I'm in the building and I'm excited to be here. And I genuinely am glad when I say that to be here because, I love to come here and give you all inspiring information. You guys, there's a lot of things going on in the community right now, in my community, in my hometown's community, possibly in your community, especially in the communities of the lower incomes, you guys. And so for me to be able to come here with some things, with information, with knowledge and tools and tips to help you master life, hey, I'm all in for that. So I do have to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Empowerment Coach. I am the educator coach. I am the founder of Alethea Cares Truly Coaching, LLC, also known as Empowerment Schooling. You guys, my goal is to bring knowledge to the masses about the one thing that we all have in common, and that is the brain. Why is that important? That's important because the only 8 emotions that we as humans have start in your brain. And so myself, I aspire to bring you what we consider at Empowerment Schooling hope, and that's to have only positive experiences. You guys, if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If this isn't your first time here, guess what? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, all righty. Now, make sure that you do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you are able to know when we are going to be dropping new content immediately, and you'll be notified when we're live. Now, let's talk about this live thing. Have you registered for Real Talk Time Sunday? If not, no worries. You don't know what that is. Register in the link in the description box for this Sunday and just come on through. And baby, you will be totally amazed at how this particular conversation is had. If you have a business, if you have products or services, you are definitely able to come and take advantage of the opportunity of to come onto our actual platform and display your products, your services. You're able to get yourself out there on our platform, and we don't mind. We love the company. How about that? You guys, I'm here today. As every day I come here, of course, I'm going to give you some information that you're definitely going to want to utilize and apply in your life. Now, a lot of things that I talk about come from the Mind's Guide of Emotion. There is going to be a link for you to be able to get your copy of this particular guide so that you're able to master these 8 emotions as well the life skills that we have incorporated into this particular book. So check the description box for the link to get your copy of the Mind's Guide of Emotion. There's only 8 emotions. They have been broken down inside of this particular book. As well, we have these conversations on Sundays. We have these conversations on Wednesdays on Facebook. If you don't follow us on Facebook, that's going to be, you're going to use your @ empowered the number 2, empower the letter U. That's how you find us on Instagram and Facebook. All right. So now it feels like to me that I have definitely covered all of the bases to where you're able to get in contact with us and continue to stay empowered. Don't forget to subscribe at our website at www.empowermentschooling.com. You guys, so we're going to hop right into the topic and know that I have some great information to help you better understand one of the best emotions that I feel, in my opinion, that we have is joy. And if you didn't know that joy was an emotion, trust me, it was such a joy learning this. So what I'm going to do is I am definitely going to give you 3 tips that you will be able to apply into your life as of right now. Right now, you have to excuse my background noise. My soon-to-be new neighbors have purchased the lot next to my home, and they are cutting grass and weed eating, and they chose to do this at my time of day that I do my recordings, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there, and I'm not upset with it. As long as you can hear me, as long as I can get this message over to you and you get what you need out of it, hey, it's a win-win for both of us. So I do want to let you know that these 3 steps are going to grow your audience. Your audience. That could be on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on whatever platform. If you're even utilizing this at a stand where you're selling your products at a location, these three steps, you'll be able to utilize those there as well. So a lot of us have different passions. We have different skills. We have different talents. We have different capabilities where we're not actually utilizing them as our source of income. We're stepping out into the work world and we're following the American dream of having retiring one day, owning, being a part of a grand establishment and having a high seat in that company, or just merely doing the time that we have or allotted to do to acquire what's already ours. You guys, for me, that was difficult. I worked from the time I was 15 until I was 34. And I have done a vast array of things. I've worked in fast food. I've worked as a waitress. I have been an executive administrative assistant several times. I've worked for the government. I've worked with the government. I have a military background. I have a background in child care, child education. I have worked with the mentally challenged in higher positions. So you guys, I've crossed the board of work. I worked in retail. I worked in customer service. And in each position that I found myself in, I was able to excel. And I do mean excel in quite a bit of good amount of time. The thing about it is, you guys, I was not able to actually stay focused on how people can be on a job 5 years and 10 years and 7 years. And I'm not knocking anybody. Kudos to all of you who are able to do that. The thing about it for me is, because I come from a background, you guys, where the men in my family, they're very strong-willed, they're very strong-minded, they're very bold, and they are very faith-filled people. Well, they were when they were here. Fly high, their energy and their spirit consume me at all times. But where I'm going with this is, it's important that you know where you come from. This is important. And all of this I'm going to tie it all in together. Do not let me lose you or feel like I'm going to go on this long rant, because I'm not. It all ties in together. But I was predominantly raised by my grandmother and my mother, both very hardworking women, both very strong women, both very outspoken women, both very loving women, both very mimicable. And so my mom worked multiple jobs, and so that left me in the care of my grandmother, who was retired. So my grandmother was a caregiver. She was a CNA and an LPN when she was working, and my mom was a waitress, and she worked and retired. My mom worked 24 years as a waitress and retired. She was a damn good waitress too, and I mean top of the line. But anywho, at any rate, I found myself, once I actually got into the work industry, I found myself people becoming very jealous hearted against me, very ill will towards me, very fake acting with me and around me. I found myself in a place of intimidating other people, not knowing that my strongness came across as put others in a place of fear, or in a place that they felt that they're looking at me as though I'm their competition. Whereas for me, I was looking at them to grow from. So it wasn't always a pleasant experience for me. Those who saw the goodness of me and the goodness in me and within me, they were able to, we were able to connect, and we're still connected right now. Those that were not, I'm pretty sure they still dislike me right now, which is neither here nor there. So what I do want to let you know, that it's important, no matter where you are, to hold firm and be true to who you are. And sometimes being as strong-willed and as strong-minded and with such integrity that I hold for myself, I give the best of me at all things that I do, and I do that purposefully, because my mentor, my grandmother has transitioned, so I still live by a lot of the things that she instilled in me as well. My mom is still here, and my mom still instilled things in me as well. So I jumped into the industry of working for myself. I turned my passion for talking, for interacting, for engaging, for building relationships, for mentoring others. I turned that into my own business. And this is where everything comes into play, with keeping joy and allowing these 3 steps to play a huge factor into your life, into your business. No matter what the venture is, you have to be able to understand what anticipation is. And if you're not sure what that is, I'm going to drop a link in the description box of this video for you to take a look at as well. I'll drop the blog along with it, so that if you're not able to look at the video right now, you'll definitely be able to read the blog and get the full understanding of what anticipation is and how you can utilize it to level up in life. I actually call anticipation a superpower, and that's the name of the blog. So I hope you enjoy that. I'm definitely going to drop that down in the description box below. But once I understood anticipation and I began to research my business, I began to get certified, I began to take courses, I began to seek mentors and other businesses and model what I had already saw as I was growing and transitioning from being a worker to a boss. What happened, you guys, was a lot of the things still has to be in place as working for someone else. You still are going to have a schedule. You still are going to have time block out where you spend on your personal business and growing it. You're still going to have to put time in educating yourself. You're going to have to do a lot of different things that get you moving in the direction for the success in which you seek. So you still have to be able to be smart with your time. You still have to be smart with your money. You still have to give. The thing about it, when you're doing it for yourself, you have to give that times two, because it's all on you at this point. So these 3 steps that I'm going to give you are going to definitely get you moving and have you rolling so that you're able to understand how and why joy as an emotion is important to carry with you on an everyday basis while you are growing and developing yourself, your business, your children, your relationships. It's really important. So what I do want to let you know is I'm also going to drop in the comments, in the description box below, I'm going to drop a video. It is a free training that I host with the onboarders who are starting a business. And even if you're not sure what your natural talent is or what your natural gift is, just by simply taking a look at this video, this training that I have created, you will definitely begin to understand that even the smallest things that you don't think could draw you income, very well could. So please take a look at that particular video. It's called Be the Chased, and that's going to be a freebie from me to you that I hope you really, really enjoy. Now, when understanding joy, I'm going to define it for you just for the sake of timing. Excuse me, my screen did something weird just then. Well, anywho, joy is the emotion, and it's pretty much defined by feelings of great pleasure and happiness. This emotion is evoked by well-being, of success, or of good fortune for the future. Of course, and it's also in the present moment as well. So with joy, you guys, the 3 steps, I'm definitely going to be reading it out of the Mind's Guide of Emotion here for you. I have already, I thought I had it on the page. Bear with me now. Bear with me now. All right, we got to keep the joy down in my heart. Wait, down in my heart. Hey, I know y'all remember that song. Okay, so the one thing, step 1, in order for advancing your life, your business, your relationships, step 1 is going to be to make a conscious effort to appreciate 3 people daily. Okay. Now, when I say this, guys, don't overdo it. Okay. I want to keep it real. Don't overdo it. There's a gratitude. There's an attitude that comes with gratitude. There are laws that we as people are governed by, and it comes from an energetic standpoint. There's this law. It's called law of reciprocity. Take some time and look into the law of reciprocity. That's not just from a monetary standpoint. For you appreciating 3 people, this could be the cashier. Thank you so much for your beautiful attitude today. I really enjoyed this experience. The mailman, thank you for always being on time. I really appreciate that, and making sure that my mail is actually inside the mailbox and it doesn't get wet, and you actually close it back. Your attire is really looking good on you today. I appreciate that. You inspired me. These are energetic transfers. By letting people know how much you appreciate them, you increase their own sense of appreciation and self-worth, and encourage them to pay this positive energy forward to other people. That's what this is all about, okay? We are here to serve one another, okay? And by you making this a habit to appreciate 3 people every day, that's going to come back to you. So imagine 3 people tomorrow coming back to you, appreciating you for something that you had totally forgotten about, or something that you had been feeling down about. Think about that. So if you gave 3 today and then they went and gave 3, now that means that 6 is coming back to you. Are you understanding how this law of reciprocity, the more you give, the more you're going to receive? And joy happens from an energetic standpoint. All right, so step number 2, remember to appreciate the small things. That is extremely important, and it's extremely valuable in relationships, in business, in friendships, in all types of ships. That's really important, and here's why. The best way to activate your gratitude is by acknowledging the gifts most people take for granted. If you have food in your refrigerator, clothes in your closet, a roof over your head, you're better off than 75% of the world's population. Do you have a phone? How about a car that allows you to travel to work or explore the country? Is your family healthy? Do you have a computer or the internet to touch, to access? I'm sorry, do you have access to stay in touch with the world, get access to education, and perform work for which you are paid? Do you have clean water to drink? Are your limbs present and functioning? Do you breathe without a machine? Are you disease free? Can you think for yourself? You guys, these are simple blessings, okay, that you should not take for granted. There is a prayer that Oprah Winfrey said that is the only prayer that matters every day, and it's 2 words. You want to know what that is? It's simply thank you. The more you give thanks, the more will be given unto you. That's my nugget for number 2. Excuse me. That is my nugget number 2. And number 3, it matters how you start your day. So if you are wanting to have joy throughout the day, throughout the evening, it's going to start with your morning. All right. So what I'm going to ask for you to do is take some time, write down 7 things that you appreciate in your life. If that means you appreciate having good health, you appreciate having all of your body parts, you appreciate having abundance of love around and support around you, whatever those 7 things may be for you, write them down. And every day, I want you to start your day by being receptive and grateful for everything that you've already written down. Okay. And be in a place of openness and anticipation to receive continued positivity from, or even more, not just those 7. Okay. It helps you to cultivate an air of positivity, and it makes you naturally more attractive to other positive people and inspires them to help you achieve your goals. All right. So I want you to start your day. Let's run that back down. I want you to start your day by giving 7 minutes of just saying what you're thankful for and who you appreciate. 7 minutes. All right. Those 7 things, if you start with just those 7 things, all right, write down 7 things that you appreciate. 7. Then take 7 minutes to start your day by simply saying that you appreciate these things, following it up with 7 thank yous. All right. Now, if you know anything about numerology, you'll know and you'll understand how important that was. Catch that nugget. All right. The second thing I want you to do is make a conscious effort to appreciate 3 people every day. Doesn't have to be the same 3 people. It shouldn't be the same 3 people every day. All right. Catch that nugget. And then thirdly, I want you to appreciate the small things. All right. Appreciate them small things, baby, because the small things is how, when all small things put together, make one big grand thing. Catch that nugget. You guys, y'all about to get me going. I'm not even going to go there. Listen, if you need some time with me, I am definitely available. Check my schedule at www.empowermentschooling.com. All right, check my schedule. Book your no-cost 15-minute emotional checkup, and we can get you started on an emotionally empowered plan so that you can level up to these emotions and have success in all aspects of your life. Know that I believe in you. Know that I'm thankful to have you here with me, and I appreciate all the love and all the support. Stay connected, stay empowered, and choose hope. That means to have only positive experiences. Hey, you guys, I got to get out of here. I got to get out into this day and enjoy this weather. I want you to know that you are loved and you are appreciated. If no one told you today, thank you. And that I love you. You are important and you are worthy of good things. So until our next encounter, you guys, I hope that these 3 steps that I've given you today, you're able to apply them to your life immediately and begin to attract what's divinely already yours to yourself. Until our next encounter, you guys, peace.